Oh, look, it's my table. Hello, everybody. This is going to be the setup for now, for a while I do this. I'm not sure what Patrick means by don't use the goodies. Um, I'm not privy to the code he's using. What's up, Seth? What's up, Epiphonium? Mr. Trout with coat, how you doing, my friend? But yeah, I'm not privy to the code that's being used there. Goodies headache powder. That's not something that I possess. Um, that's my hand. I'm sorry for the rickety. This is all I could come up with at the moment. So, a drug deal. Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, I'm one of those straight edge losers left over from the '90s. So I don't have anything aside from. I have that stuff, and then I have some like leftover prescription antibiotic for when I get an ear infection. But that's pretty much it. My my porn stash. That's on an offshore hard drive. Uh, we got purple drink today. All right, so I figure instead of looking at a $50 plastic Walmart table, we'll break into some diecast. These are going to be in no real particular order. I have a bunch to go through, so we're going to start with my favorite driver, Steve Park. Steve Park is my favorite driver, if you didn't know. This is a model from 2000. It is a bank. So it's not fully featured, but it is still cool nonetheless. It's one of 2,500. And I'm going to open these from the boxes and then put them back in the boxes just so I don't have a bunch of boxes hanging out. This is the top, just in case you didn't know. So there is the vehicle, and there it goes. Nope, that's it. That's all I get to see. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually gonna remove and show off the features and stuff like that. So, as you can probably tell, it's a bank. They made these back in the day, and it's got a coin slot there that you can, put your rupees in there. The deck lid does not open. I just realized how hairy my arms are. I'm like freaking Sasquatch over here. The deck lid does not open because obviously that's where the bank is. The earlier versions of this didn't have the clear and modeled interior. They just had black windows and the bank was the entire car. Now, for... no, this diecast does not get the shaft, unfortunately. Well, actually, no, not unfortunately. It's got sticker tires, which is a cool little addition they started doing way back in the day. There is the little the hatch to get the coins out. We'll remove the key, secret box. Let's see what's inside. Hang on one second. I'm grappling with this. Okay, so it's really not. It's made to look like a key, but it's legit just a thing here. So you gotta open it like that, and then bingo bango, you can get the coins out. Look, I can see my finger from here. So we'll make that closed again, and we'll place this guy back here. I think I'm doing it backwards. I think it went this way. There we go. The underside is not super detailed, but it's enough to get the job done. Enough to pull off the illusion. This is something I'm going to do with all of them because I always get upset when they don't show off the underside of the cars. All four tires are indeed sticker tires. The underside of the hood is detailed with the Pennzoil logo. Remember when they used to do that? specifically on cars that crash a lot. And the engine is there. I guess my autofocus doesn't want to work. Old school NASCAR 2000 decal. Once again, my autofocus does not want to work. The steering does work. Let me look and see inside to see if the steering wheel turns. The steering wheel does not turn. What a letdown. I would like my money back. I bought this, as a lot of these, I bought this on eBay. So, yeah, 2000, the roof flaps do not open. You'll find on some of these that the roof flaps do. We can go ahead and cover Steve back up. Once again, this is one of 2,500. Put him back in the sleeve, and I'm gonna put him on the floor here so that I don't open him again. This is probably my rarest one that I have. This is a Denny Hamlin RCCA club car. You can only get these, the club cars, if you are in the RCCA Diecast club, and it's like an exclusive. It's like how, if you want to get a Ferrari, the new Ferrari model that's $1.5 million, you have to have already owned, a metric shit ton of Ferraris, and then they give you the privilege of purchasing one. So this comes with a fancy, diffused, whatever. Once again, I bought this on eBay. It's probably just somebody who buys them up, is a member, buys them up and flips them. This one is the rarest one that I have, as I said before, because it is one of 150. There's only 150 examples of this particular model floating around. I believe it's an RCA Elite. It comes with a certificate of authenticity, number 91 of 150. And then it's got the literature that they always came with that say, congratulations on your purchase, blah, 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 blah. And then this, I haven't opened it. I do not wish to. It is a mini car cover. So you could put it over your car, and it looks like there's a miniature little rain delay. Now, as you can probably see, this is a COT model. It's got the splitter in the front. It's got the wing in the back, which I am a fan of. I really like this look for some reason. Deck lid does not open, but the roof flaps do. Aggressive goes around. So the roof flaps open on this one. The steering works, and the steering wheel turns with the wheels. The underside is not as detailed as I'd like it to be, yet again, but it is more detailed than the Steve Park bank. We've got the engine, transmission, drive shaft tunnel, which that does exist now on the new cars. That's so if the drive shaft drops, then it doesn't fall on the track. We've got the individual parts of suspension, rear axle, all that stuff. There's not really a whole lot to this aside from, the paint job, it's, and then the roof flaps that don't sit down the right way sometimes. But it's nice. I'm not a huge Denny Hamlin fan, but I bought it because it was an RCA Elite car, and I wanted to have one in my collection, and it was the cheapest one that I could find. So it was like, I forget exactly how much I paid for it, but it was a thing. I might add, a lot of these cars I honestly have not even laid eyes on in at least 5 years, because these have been in storage for very, very long, and I've just recently taken them out to, oogle at them and add them to my collection. So a lot of these I have not even had, out looking at, whatever. This one, another Steve Park car. This is a Steve Park 2003, I believe, Busch Series car. You can see by the fact that it says Steve Park The cool thing about this car is that it's autographed. And it's cheese nips, and cheese nips are great. Although I am more of a Cheez-It guy, to be honest. So we've got this one. It is 2003. I believe this is when he did a few races for Junior JR Motorsports, because he hadn't been fired from DEI yet. So if you can tell me what's wrong with this, I will give you 1 internet point. So there's the autograph. If anybody can tell me what's going on there. If anybody can make that out. If we don't have any takers, I will reveal the dark past of this vehicle. So this one, the deck lid does open. We have the fuel cell with the clear fuel hose and the return hose. Back when they needed the catch can, man, we got the catch can port there. Nobody is saying the, yes, that is Seth got it. This is autographed by Martin Truex Jr. instead of Steve Park. Let me see if I can find an implement to open the hood here, because my pinky doesn't fit up through. There we go. Okay. That's a trick that some diecast people use to open the hood on these cars. But yeah, it's signed by Martin Truex Jr. and it's a Steve Park car. Although I will say, as some of you know, Martin Truex Jr. did drive this car. Just not, when Park did. The underside is quite detailed. This is from when they had the drive shaft hoop instead of the tube. And sticker tires. They really like to do that on the older cars. And you'll notice we have the exhaust coming out the driver's side. Not really a whole lot else to this car. The steering does have the whole steering wheel moving, although you probably can't see it past Martin's autograph. I don't know if that increases the value that Martin Truex Jr.'s autograph is on this, because he's since won a championship. But, I mean, hey. I ended up getting this on a trip to New Hampshire to visit my friend Mike up there. And there's a diecast shop that, unfortunately, the guy who owned it passed away a couple years ago. But he cut me a deal. I spent like $300 or $400, and I bought like at least 20 diecast. We're not going through 20 diecast today because I have sold a few of them. Hard times, unfortunately. But we press on. This is a Tony Stewart car. The Steve Park car doesn't have a rarity. 5,760 of these, but it's probably the only one with a Martin Truex Jr. signature on it. This one is a one of 1,116. This is a Tony Stewart car. We're getting into the slightly more recent. This is a 2013 Gen 6 car. So it's the turkey one with the gobble gobbles on the side. I thought that said what the fuck for a second. But yeah, this is a fairly good model. Although, as you can see, they gypped out hardcore on the underside. It is like just not detailed at all anymore. This one has working rear suspension, for some ungodly reason. It also has working front suspension, although I wouldn't really mess around with that a whole lot. And then this has that... Oh no, this is from before the weird days of the... I don't think I have one. I had a Matt Kenseth one, and I can't find it anywhere. But deck lid opens, and it's got the clear wicker on the side there, the shark fin, or whatever the hell they called it. Roof flaps open. Come on, there you go. The roof flaps open, and they're the giant, huge ones that are like, 3/4 of the entire roof. And then I will need something for to open the hood on this one. I have a Sharpie. I don't think this is going to fit. It's about roughly the same size as my finger. So, yeah, that isn't going to fit. Pardon the omission. I'm not going to run away, but I do have my toolkit here. And I'm going to see if I can use this thing to slurp up in there and open the hood. There we go. Alright, so here's probably the better hood hinge that we've seen, and not so detailed engine, because it's literally just a cast piece of meh. Certainly not one of my favorites because of the detail level, but we're gonna go ahead and move swiftly onward if I can put it in the right way. That's what she said. You thought it was Danica for a second. No hood pins? It's got hood pins. Hood pins are right there. So, we will put that back, and we will move on. This is a Mark Martin car. You think that was Danica Patrick? Wait for this one. Are you ready? Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. I assure you, it's not Danica. I assure you, this is not Danica. This is a Mark Martin car from when Mark Martin drove for Hendrick, if anybody can remember. And it actually says Mark Martin right there, not Danica Patrick. I do not have a Danica Patrick car. So this is the number 5 GoDaddy. Yeah. So there is the opening deck lid. This is from the redesign of the COT. When they redesigned the front end, they got rid of the... I don't even know what I was going to say. They got rid of the splitter up front, and they put this wacky rear spoiler on there instead of the big wang. Roof flaps go up, roof flaps go down. The underside of this one is a little bit more detailed. The steering, it does have the whole steering wheel movement deal. The rear suspension does not work on this. Funny thing, I think I've explained this in one of my NASCAR 2003 videos, but this is actually the power steering pump, the thing that comes off the rear differential. That's how they have power steering on the cars. They don't run it off the engine, they run it off the rear diff. No sticker tires, can't remember if I already said that or not. And then we have the exhaust going out the passenger side, so that the drivers don't get burned or whatever. Actual cloth window net. And that's pretty much it, aside from opening the hood. Here we go. The underside of the hood is... so now my autofocus decides to kick in. The autofocus... Wow, I am not here today. The underside of the hood is detailed. And then the engine, you can, see through it. Hi. And yeah, from when they went to electronic ignition, ESD, or MSD, ESD, electrostatic discharge. What am I smoking today? I swear. So we'll put Mark Martin back in here. I didn't drink enough purple drink. Exhaust out of the fan side of the loud for the crowd. There you go. All right. So, these next two are both from 2007. I'm going to do this one first because the box is slightly damaged. This is David Gilliland, if you couldn't read. Box has damage here. Don't know why, don't know how. I found it that way. This one has what appears to be a car cover as well. So we will take that out. This is one of the ones that I have not seen for the entire time that I have. Yeah, so, I might not even, okay, good. I thought I might have not have taken the screws out. So this is 2007. This is when they ran the splitter. The splitter itself feels a little wonky. But the underside is quite detailed. It is probably more detailed than most of the other cars that we've seen. Exhaust on the crowd side. We've got an opening deck lid on this one. This is the first one with the big wing that has, look at the size of that thing. I never, unfortunately, got to see these cars up close. I never went to a race with the cars while this wing was on the... I never went to a race while the wing was on the car, unfortunately. The fuel cell there. The terrified M&Ms. Why is my autofocus now deciding to be a turd? Roof flaps do deploy on this one as well. That was kind of a staple with the Lionel cars. We have... I already showed the underside. Let me pop the hood. The underside of the hood is painted but not detailed, and then it looks like the engine is slightly off-center a little bit. I'm not sure if that's an error or if the chassis is actually off-center, but it looks like it's more towards the driver than anything else. I don't know if that's the way that I'm holding it. No, that's pretty much dead on, and it kind of looks... Maybe it's the air cleaner that's mounted wonky. I don't really know. No, it looks like I'm looking at it not through the camera, and it looks like it's a little off-center. So, there's that. I got this one on eBay. Yeah, I got a lot of these on eBay. Just assume that I got it on eBay unless I say otherwise, because that's pretty much the truth. Put the car cover back, and we will cover David back up. The next one, Happy Havoc. We got from 2007. This is also a COT for obvious reasons, which I also got on eBay. I believe I got the David Gilliland car and this one from the same seller on eBay. But it's basically the same thing. This is back when they literally had the same shit. Actually, you know what? Here, I'm going to take David back out because these are from the same year. And they are the same car. Well, they're not the same car, but they had almost no brand identity. So, I can't reverse this. They had almost no brand identity. The cars look almost identical from the front. If you look at the silhouette of them, they look incredibly similar from the shape. And from what I've read or heard, The only thing that's... Let me get this in a different angle here. The only thing that was actually... the soap bar ears. The only thing that was actually different is, like, the very top of the front panel. And then, like, the rear deck lids were slightly different. So, that's... From what I remember, that is honestly the only thing that was different. It appears that this is more of a speedway car, but then again, they are asymmetrical. The cars are this side is more smooshed in for aerodynamic reasons. They're all aero funky. I can't remember which ones went in which. I think this one was, yeah, whatever. The bottoms aren't even different, so it doesn't matter really. And they're both the same shape, so it doesn't really matter. But let me put David back once again. I apologize for the shaky camera. But this is basically the same. We have the opening deck lid, the opening roof flaps, and then the underside is the same. It's just Harvick's 29 shell car. We get Pennzoil on the wing pod there, and Pennzoil on the back with the what in the world? I have no idea what that symbol is, but looks like he's got a dick on the taillight. So we'll put that in. Come on. Am I putting this on backwards? I'm not. I am. I'm an idiot. Pay no attention to the fat guy behind the camera. Alright. We're getting into some of the more rarer, I guess. Alright, because the rest of them are pretty much favorites of mine, let's do a dirt car. This is a Casey Kane Prelude to the Dream dirt car. This one's quite detailed. It's really cool. This is one of 1,008. There are 1,008 examples of this. It is ADC, American Diecast Company. It's not one of the Lionel ones. So, this is heavily, come on. Oh yeah, it comes out front first because it's like hooked in, and then the hood is down here. And what's really cool is they provide you with a spare rear spoiler because it's actual like Lexan. So if you break it, but here is the vehicle. I'm gonna take the hood off for the portion of this because I don't want it falling. But there is an aftermarket piece on this. I bought mud plugs for this that go on the wheels because I wasn't crazy about the chrome tires. They actually make 1/24 scale mud plugs for these, and they're not 3D printed, which is surprising. But these are mud plugs that just kind of, you know, pop into the wheel. But this is the car, and I know what you're thinking. At least I think I know what you're thinking. Why haven't you turned it over yet? Well, that's because this is one of the most detailed undersides of a diecast car I have ever seen, aside from one diecast car that a friend of mine had. That was a Mustang convertible that was so detailed that when you spun the rear wheels, the drive shaft spun. Never seen anything like it before. So here we go. This is the underside of this car. The drive shaft, unfortunately, does not turn. But if you look at the suspension, the way that it's set up, it has torque arms and they work. The rear suspension actually works on this car. Like, straight up how a friggin' dirt car works. Also, the front steering is rack and pinion. This thing is so freaking cool. So, you have the dirt tires, you have the working front suspension, and everything else. It's so detailed that it even just has the really shortened 2-speed gearbox that these cars have. And you have the driver cell right here, and then the rest of the Nerf bars and all that stuff. The driver's compartment is not very detailed, but the steering wheel turns. And we will open the fuel cell here. It's got the line that comes off that is flexible. It goes all the way up the chassis to the engine, which is super cool. So this is one of my favorites. It's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites that I have. We'll go ahead and put this guy back. And like this. Alright, so the next one I actually have, yes, I could, if I was Stuart Little and I could reach in and turn the wheel, the steering wheel, the wheels would turn, yes. This one I actually have a video queued up, ready to go. So if you'll hang on just for a moment. Here we go. Now, I'm risking copyright infringement, but here we go.
Outside. All right, here's where Denny Hamlin is so good getting back to the throttle. Man. See Kurt Busch driving it in a little bit further, but Hamlin able to get the drive off and close that gap. Okay, it's just the two of them now, no traffic. Come into the white flag. Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin. Oh, he got him loose right there. Inside. Continue marks, white flag, one more. One more, you guys got nothing out back. How rough will it get? Can Kurt hang with him? Joe Gibbs Racing's 18 with Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch in brother Kyle's 54. Here they come to the checkered flag. Who's it gonna be? Hamlin sliding it sideways. Give it to Kurt Busch. What a race.
What a race indeed. So, that one is right here. And he's upside down. Sorry, Kurt. This is one, oh, actually, it does not have a number. It's slightly dusty. I do apologize. This does not have a number on it. But you have, because it's a race version, it comes with this little deal. Tells like the date of the race, how many laps, cautions, blah 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 blah. Just kind of, you know, padding stuff. That doesn't really matter with the just the same picture that's on the front there, you know. But it's good literature to have if the autofocus would actually, there we go, actually do something. He has been upside down before. When did Kurt Busch flip? Okay, he flipped at Talladega. Okay, I'm an idiot. But here is the Kurt Busch car. I actually did a review of this car, or a look at this car, a very, very long time ago on my channel. I was holding an iPod Touch 4th Gen, like this, you know, just kind of, and looking at it, and so that's a thing. This is one of my favorites that I actually have. But yes, Kurt Busch has flipped before. He flipped at Talladega in 2013, I want to say. He was the first one to flip a Gen 6 car. But this one is really cool. There's the damage on the back from the wall contact. Unfortunately, the panel itself is not damaged, and the underside is very lacking in detail. Like, straight up, like, it's, like, not even there. Although it does have a separate engine. And this is, I don't believe the roof flaps deploy on this one. It's because this is a Busch Series car, Nationwide Series car. But, Patrick, we did a dirt car already, bud. The wheels do turn, but they don't stay. They're not, like, posable. You know, you can't, like, sit it in your case and have it go ka-chow. They just return back to normal. The steering wheel inside does not turn. It's got a plastic window net. So this is a very budget model, but it is a raced version, nonetheless. Get some really good detail on it, and we'll get the hood open. There's that. It's not even painted on the underside. It's just base, you know. Although the valve covers do say TRD on the engine, which is cool. You still have the tear-offs. This is a, I want to say, I'm trying to think, wow, sorry, I had a brain fade for a second. This car is better, in my opinion, than the, like, Victory Lane raced versions, because I like the car, like, as it sat, like, after the guy did the burnout. I don't like it when they have the confetti all over the cars, because, I don't know, to me that's just kind of meh. Also, let's see, the left rear is messed up. I think he blew his tire out doing a burnout in this one. I'm not 100% sure, but I do recall there being some sort of burnout damage. But it's got the whole blurry, you know, whatever. And it's not even like one that's installed backwards, because I've seen them do that before, where they installed the tire backwards, and just, you know, for the logo to not be on it, and then they scratched it up or whatever. But I don't know. I think it's cool. I really like it. I will get Casey's dirt car out again to show Patrick. But we'll put Kurt away for now. And this is, there's 1,008 examples of these. It's a Casey Kane. Oh, I didn't put the literature back in with Kurt here. There we go. This is a Casey Kane, I believe it was Prelude to the Dream. I believe it's got the hood separate here. Jesse, how you doing? Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. But yeah, this is Prelude to the Dream car, I believe. It's a dirt modified, and back when they ran Dodges. We have the straight up, I have mud plugs put in it because I didn't like the chrome. But there's the underside, very, very detailed on this one. The suspension works, torque arms and all that stuff. So, see if I can get the angle right for the torque arms. But yeah, these this thing is awesome. It's got a gas line, or fuel line I should say, that runs from the fuel cell, and it's flexible. and it goes all the way up to the engine. So yeah, that's a dirt late model, and these things are freaking sweet. I absolutely love this. Oh shit, Seth, thank you so much. I don't have the alert box on this one, so it didn't play the people shoveling money into the boiler. But thank you, Seth. I appreciate that greatly. You are the man. So yeah, there's that. Mopar sponsored from back when Casey drove the number 9. Fun fact: one of my first Xbox Live handles was Up High 9 because I'm a huge Casey Kane fan, and yeah, that's actually why I call myself Casey now. That's my nickname from my racing days, because people thought that you know, oh, you like the pretty boy, and they made fun of me and started calling me Casey, and it kind of stuck. All right, this next one is pretty cool. I can't say that I'm a fan of the driver, but I like this one because of what's included in it. And unfortunately, it seems that there's a little bit of damage to the box as well. But this is a 2012 Brad Keselowski Champion car. Somebody appears to have put a mug or something on here. But what's really cool about this is that it comes with confetti from Victory Lane from the celebration. This is actual confetti. It smells like beer. It's freaking cool. Yes, horseface. It's so elite, I guess, that they covered it in this bag thing that makes it extremely difficult to take out. What's funny is it's not really any different than a regular diecast, because it doesn't have, like, you know, confetti or anything on it to keep you know, clean or anything. It's just literally the Miller Lite car, and then instead of a 2 up top, it's got this logo that's the Sprint Cup champion for 2012. That is legitimately the only difference. And of course it being, you know, more expensive and all that stuff. Bedpan mark. So deck lid opens. There's your fuel cell. The roof flaps deploy. Come on, go back down, bud. And the underside is about what you'd expect. For some reason, this car likes to pull a hard right. It doesn't like to go back to neutral. But I don't know if you can see that. This is the only one that I've seen, I believe, in my collection that has a radiator hose. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Oh, Miles, I didn't even see you. Hey, bud. These don't have any sort of engine in them. These aren't remote control cars. These are diecast. But we got the Miller Lite underneath here, and then the engine, which kind of, let me see if I can get the angle right. This one doesn't really look like it's offset, but yeah. I do remember when Brad was going to drive for Hendrick. I remember when he was in juniors cars as well in the Busch Series, and he had that like crazy wreck at I think it was Michigan. I think I probably wrong, but I do recall somewhere very high speed track. He almost turned the car over. Ended up going into the wall like so hard that it ripped the A-pillar out of another car that he like landed on top of. So we'll slide Brad's condom on here and we'll put him back in the box. I like to keep them how I found them, because, you know, you never know if, you know, for some odd reason this goes up in value, and it's like, oh, you don't have the stock condom that it came with, you know? So, there is Horseface's championship car. Makes you wonder if there's a loophole allowed them to offset the motor, and then they changed it. I do remember, there was a, like, they actually had offset chassis for, like, short tracks and stuff. But I'm not 100% certain. Alright, so we are getting down. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 8 left, and 8, they're all my favorite ones. This one is very special to me. There are 2 incredibly special. This is the first of the ones that are very, very, very special. So this one is Kyle Petty. It is incredible. It is Kyle Petty. The reason I like this one so much is because Kyle Petty was my mother's favorite driver. She absolutely loved Kyle Petty, and I bought this for her a long time ago, and I still have it because, you know, my mom's important. I lost my mother to lung cancer in 2014, so this one is a very, very special car to me. So, it is a COT, pretty much the same as all of them. This is a 2008 model, and we got the fuel cell, the roof flaps on this one deploy as well. Funnily, oddly enough, the paint is blue underneath, so you can tell that when they painted this, they painted the entire body blue, and then they painted the white over top of it, and you can even feel that it's on top of. You can feel the layer if you have a good sense of touch. I used to build models back in the day, so I can kind of suss that stuff out. There's no sticker tires, but you can notice differences in the molding and the engine models that they used on these. No working suspension, but the wheel, yep, the wheel does work. It's temperamental, as a lot of these are, but it does work. So we will, nope, that one didn't work. There we go. We'll get this guy open, and there is the underside of the hood. Good old Dodge Charger. I remember this was, I'm an old school Mopar guy, so I really liked it when Dodge was still in NASCAR. That was really cool. So we have that guy, and then this is number 1 in the 2 that I'm going to show that is very, very special to me. The second one that is incredibly special to me, I'm going to save for last, in all honesty, because that one is my favorite. So we will put Kyle back in his box. I eventually plan on getting a diecast display case. I'd have them out, but I don't want them to get all nasty and dusty. So, believe me, I don't like keeping them in the, in the box, because, you legit just see this, and nobody knows what it is except for the sticker here. So, I just gave that away. This is a 33 Paul Menard car. So, I bought this on location in New Hampshire when I went to the races in 2011. I think I bought it because it was a Busch Series car, and I didn't have a Busch Series car at the time. So this is a, I guess, COT Busch Series car. And yeah, I really like this one. I like the finish on it. I like the, this one for some reason is very heavy. I don't know why. I haven't been able to figure it out. I think it's because this part, like the chassis part, is actually metal and not plastic. But we have the normal detail for the underside. We've got the deck lid that opens, and then the two-piece, like the little like fairings on the top there that stick up like that. The roof flaps do deploy on this one as well. Come on. With a little bit of persuasion. There we go. And let me grab my pokey tool for the hood. And there's that. Menards. That's what a pirate exclaims when he gets kicked in the balls. Yarg, Menards. I do hope Dodge comes back as well. I'm not a Mopar. I mean, I'm not a Chrysler fan. Like Chrysler can, in all seriousness, eat a dick. I hate Chrysler. I hate working on Chrysler products. They are a mechanic's nightmare. But old school Mopar, you know, back in the day, Dodge made some of the weirdest, best muscle cars, in my opinion. Look at that front end. That's awesome, isn't it? This is, like, I don't know why. I just like the square design of these NASCARs. I don't know why. I can't tell you why I like these. I just really, like, that profile is absolutely phenomenal to me. I really like it. Don't know why. But it is what it is. The days of these cars are kind of gone. All right, so Paul Mentard is back in his box. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 to go. I'm gonna downstack a couple of these just because I don't want them to fall over. All right, we've got. All right, this is another one that I actually bought at the track. I got this at the same time that I got the one I just showed, the Paul Menard car. This, I've told the story on stream before as well. This is an Eric Almirola car. This is from 2011 as well. And I actually was shown around the trailer by Eric and shown around the pits by Eric. And when we were done, I spent about, I want to say, 45 minutes to a half hour talking about, or talking to his crew chief, and I didn't even realize it was Tony Uri Sr. until he walked away, and my friend asks me if I knew who I was just talking to. And I didn't even recognize him. I didn't notice it was him. And yeah, so Tony Uri Sr. was, at the time, Eric's crew chief, because he worked with JR Motorsports. Dale Jr. We got the opening deck lid. And yeah, I like Eric Almirola. I just think it's cool, you know. I think this entire oh, there's an ambulance going by. Cool. Back from the Nationwide days. But yeah, Almirola. But hey. Miles, you crashed your Kawasaki Scrambler. Is that a motorbike? I hope you're alright. Patrick, Dale's coming, don't worry. Alright, up next, we've got another Casey Kane car. Remember when Red Bull Racing was a thing? And they took Casey Kane for 1 year because Hendrick wanted them, but they were full, and Casey Kane went to Red Bull Racing in a Hendrick-funded car, and then it was a Toyota, and Hendrick has Chevys. Anybody remember that? So, this is a Kasey Kahne Red Bull racing car. It is a Toyota, as you can see. It's got the mismatched wheels that the Red Bull cars had. And it is pretty much the same. This is a cup car. It's pretty much the same as the other ones. Like no contingencies at all, bare minimum. Opening deck lid. And then no Trout. He went there. He went there because Hendrick wanted him, and they had an open car. They had an open slot. Red Bull did, and they took him, and Hendrick funded the car. Kasey won like 2 races in this car, in the Red Bull racing car, and he was only there for like a year. So it was talking about the roll cage bar. Oh, you want me to show off the Earnhardt bar? Okay. All right. So let me. I don't have a car from before 1998 really that I can show. Okay, so in 1998, Dale Earnhardt Sr. had a crash at Talladega, and he got turned into the wall. The car turned over a couple times, and when it was coming back onto its wheels, another car came and hit him like this. So the other car came, and it was like a glancing blow, but it hit him. The tire and some debris from the other car got lodged in the actual windshield. So this bar right here, the straight up and down roll bar in the windshield, is called the Earnhardt bar. You've made it if you have a roll cage part named after you. So Richard Petty has one, Dale Earnhardt has one, Ryan Newman has one. There's a few people that have bars named after them. You can actually, the Petty bar is the one that goes, is that it? Yeah, it's that one right there that goes straight down. It's kind of at an angle, but it triangulates the middle of the halo right there, and it goes diagonally down to the floor like that. That's the Petty bar, and then this is the Earnhardt bar. The Petty bar came about in 1988 from a crash that Petty had at Daytona where his roof crushed. And then I believe the Newman bar is somewhere back here. But it has not come. Actually, you know what? Yes, because it was with the cars with the wings. So it's in here somewhere. I just don't know exactly which one it is. But yeah. So to get back to the Kasey Kahne deal, Hendrick secretly funded this car for Kasey Kahne, and yeah, do you really think a startup would have won races right off the bat? I mean, Kasey Kahne's a good driver, but he's not that good. So we'll put Kahne back. This is one of my favorites that I have, mainly because, Kasey Kahne. And it was only for a year that he was there in this car. And, yeah, it was like a year and a half. Or, I don't know, I can't really remember. But it was only like a year that he was in this car. So, there's that. Alright, so I'm gonna do one car that never existed in real life, but it's a tribute car. And then another one that is, yeah. So this is a 10th anniversary of Daytona 500 win, Dale Earnhardt Sr. car. So this came out in 2008, and it never existed for obvious reasons. Because, unfortunately, Earnhardt never got to race a COT. But this is a COT done up like Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s iconic black and silver number 3. It's got all the sponsors. It's got all the right stuff. And then it's got the commemorative deal on the hood. We got the Daytona 500. Let's see, this This one is the Daytona 500 logo. If I can get my lights to play right. And then this is the 50-year or 10-year anniversary logo. And then the bottom text here says 10th anniversary of Dale Earnhardt's historic Daytona 500 victory, which of course he won in 1998 after like 20 years of failure. 20 years. He had won everything on the planet except for the Daytona 500. And he finally won it in 1998. Roof flaps deploy as usual, as you come to expect. And we've got the pokey tool. This one, is it broken? No, this one is just weird, where the hood opens all the way. Realistic. I mean, unfortunately, I was going to say realistic crash damage, but that's not appropriate to say with this particular driver. But I've seen plenty where the hood pins fail, and because it's just sheet metal, the hood flaps up like that. But we've got a nice, better view of the engine here. You can see all the belts and all that stuff, which is actually pretty freaking cool. Got some radiator hose. Oh, that's got a radiator hose too. Look at that. So we will put the hood down, and I will place Dale carefully back into the box here. And we'll move on. To if I can get the box to play nice. This is another one of my rarer ones. There's a whole bunch of these floating around, but this is special to me. This is a Dale Earnhardt Sr. last win car. This is his 76th win at Talladega. This is the same race where he drove from like 13th place to win with like 8 laps to go or something. Maybe it was 16th. I can't remember exactly. But this was in 2000 when he got his final career win. And this is a raced version as well. I only have 3 total raced versions, and you have not seen the last one. This is the second. Come on. Come on, Dale. Play nice. The box is fighting me. There we go. I think. Yep, there we go. Alright, so this is not, unfortunately, not real confetti. This is scale confetti. And back then, they gave you the option to sprinkle the confetti over the car. So this is scale confetti, and then these are scale dollar bills or $100 bills or whatever, because this race was the No Bull 5 winner. Way back when NASCAR had more money than they do now, they did races, or they did a series of 5 races where you could, if you won them, you won $1 million. So they were indicated, contenders were indicated by the color of the roof. So if you won, like, let's say, for example, I believe it was the Daytona 500. No, it wasn't the Daytona 500. It was, I don't know. It was like the Coke 600. I don't know. It was 5 races. Just know that. If somebody knows, then please say in chat. It was 5 races, and if you won them, you won $1 million. And this year, 2000, Dale Earnhardt Sr. did that. He won those 5 races, and he won the $1 million. So they showered the car in Victory Lane with fake money, so they, to make it look, oh, it's, and they gave you the option, which is something that I respect, because sometimes I don't like the, as I stated before with the Brad Keselowski, or sorry, with the Kurt Busch car. I don't really like the whole confetti on the cars. But this car is 2000, from when they had the wicker on the roof. That is actually modeled, and it's 3D. It's not just like, on there. It's actually there. And then it's got the super speedway spoiler with the little, come on, focus. Well, either way, the spoiler has a lip on it. And you got the opening deck lid. The roof flaps do not deploy on this because this is an old model. This is from, I believe this is actually made in 2000. So, yeah. It is very, very old. Give me a second. I have a slight malfunction over here. Okay, we're good. But yeah, the spoiler has the lip on it, like as it should. And then it's got the damage on the side from all the bumping and banging. It's got a donut on the driver's side. The underside is not very detailed because this is, once again, an early model. And then let me get the, the hood is the old school hinge, so it just comes right open. And then the engine is not very detailed. But this is a special car. It's not my favorite, but it is pretty cool because I honestly was a Dale Earnhardt Sr. fan. So we'll put Dale back in here. And put the box back on. It fought me the whole way. Not sure why, but, you know. Hey. And then, is that? Yeah. So we got the, there's a lot of these. So there's 110,003 of these floating around there. So there's a lot of them, but, you know, I like this. We will slide the sleeve back on. And, alright. We're down to 2. There are 2 left. This one is a Josh Wise car. Not many of these floating around either. Let me, 553 of these. So, if you know what this is, this didn't come with the car. I had to buy this separately. This is a Dogecoin. Does anybody remember Dogecoin? And it's actually signed by Josh Wise. So, that's a Dogecoin. This is the Dogecoin car. When I heard that he was going to run it, I had to get it because, yeah, I was instantly upset by the lack of detail. Come on, focus. Hello. The lack of detail on the underside and the wonky wheel. But it's not like I'm 6 years old on the floor going brum 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 or anything. But the detail for the paint job on this is phenomenal. So you have the Dogecoin to the moon, powered by Reddit, and yeah, I love this thing. This is one of my favorites. The hood is great. It's absolutely this was Dogecoin was trying to compete with Bitcoin, but it's still kicking. It's still around, but it's not nearly as successful, I guess, as Bitcoin. So, but on the back here, it says, it's not going to focus. At least I don't think it will. Oh, yeah, there. It will. Much draft. Very vroom. So if you're familiar with the Doge meme, then you'll get these. My favorite one on the back is, come on, focus. Come on. Focus. There we go. To the moon. But yeah, this thing's awesome. I freaking love this. This is one of my favorite cars that I have. Yeah, he raced this for one race, this paint scheme, at Talladega in 2014, sorry. I don't remember if he wrecked or not, but I was hoping that he'd win. Unfortunately, he did not. But you know, things happen. So yeah, that's one of my favorite cars that I have. I have my friend Travis to thank for this because he is the one who very, very generously, when this came out, I was in no shape to buy a diecast car. So as you can tell, it's from 2014. I had just lost my mother, I had just lost my house, and I had just moved. So I was literally picking up the pieces of my life, and my buddy Travis got me this as a gift, and I thank you very much, TJ. You are the bomb. So anyways, this one is the most special car that I have. This is my favorite, my absolute favorite car. It is a race version. Unfortunately, it's got the confetti, but I honestly don't give a shit because this is the best, my most favorite car that I have. This is Chase Elliott's first ever win in NASCAR, the race at Darlington. The reason this is special is because this is the last race my mother and I ever watched together. She was in a hospice center, and we watched this race when it happened, as it happened on the TV there. This is actual confetti, once again, from Victory Lane. And we have the normal literature that you get with the race wins. Tells you when it was and blah 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 blah. And then this there was a promotion going on. It was the Lionel Golden Ticket, like Willy Wonka or whatever. I forget what the prize was, but if this was gold, then I would have won bajillions of dollars. So yeah, let's get to the actual vehicle. So unfortunately, there is confetti all over this car, but like I said, because of the importance of it and because of the circumstances surrounding why I like it so much, that's that's something I'm willing to put up with. The confetti is actually molded into the thing. It's not like sprinkled on. At least I think it is. I can feel it on the rear window, but on the paint, not so much. But this is from 2014 Darlington race. He kept that car clean the whole race, except for a little bit of the old Darlington stripe there. The deck lid opens like they all do. The roof flaps deploy like they all do. Well, most of them. And the underside is unfortunately not as detailed, but it's all good. They even detail some of the splitter, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this car is my most special vehicle that I have. Yeah, I don't think Texas was his first Xfinity win. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was Darlington. If not, then hey, it's all good. But I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. It says driver career wins 2, so Texas might have been. But either way, this is still incredibly special to me. Let's see. I'm trying to think. So my mom growing up was a Bill Elliott fan, as well as, Kyle Petty and all of them. But when she was growing up, she was a Bill Elliott fan. And when I told her that Bill Elliott's son was racing, she immediately latched onto him as, a favorite. Just because, her favorite was Adam Petty, and unfortunately he passed in 2000, I I think it was. So, you know, and then Kyle stopped racing in like '05, and she didn't have anybody to root for really. So she took on Chase as her favorite, and yeah, it kind of stuck. So now I guess Chase is my favorite. He did a great job at the Glen last week, or last weekend, and yeah, so that's that. That is my diecast collection. I have one bonus that I'm going to show, because it didn't really fit into the whole diecast thing, at least these 1/24th scale cars. I have a whole bunch of 1/64th scale, but I'm not going to break those out. A lot of them are loose because I got them when I was younger, because they're, you know, they're cheap and not really adult collectible toys. And then, of course, I have the whole bunch of, let's see, I got all of these guys behind me. So I got all those. Those are, let's see, you can't really see because I got a light over here. But I got a bunch of, like, just old racing champions and stuff. You'll see it on the studio tour. Did I see... Bubba Wallace has a throwback to Adam Petty. Oh man, I can't wait for that. That's going to be cool. But yeah, so I have one more to show. This is a big boy. This is not, I don't even think, I think this is an Ertl. But it's a 1/18th scale. So it's really big. This is a Mike Skinner truck. Like Cletus McFarland has. And it's still in the YouTube Big Boy shows up. Big Boy. Yes, please do, Seth. I am very interested in seeing that. I'm actually going to take this out of the box because I have done it before. And the box is definitely, it's, you know, it's certainly seen better days. But part of that is because it was packed in, you know, it was packed away for so long. And this, in all honesty, this isn't worth a whole lot. I believe, I paid like $15 for this. It's not really worth a lot. But I figure I will take it out just because, you know, I like to hold the models, and he just likes to hold it. Here we go. It is dusty because it's not sealed in the same way that the others are. And let's see. Oh wow, back when they used flatheads for everything. Shit. Alright, so it's held on with flathead screws. Oh, come on. There we go. Flathead. Come on. We'll see how detailed the underside is on this one. Oh my god. Did I make this like fat guy proof or something? So it's flathead screws and a washer. Oh my god. Did fucking He-Man put this in? Wow. It's almost like a self-tapping screw. There we go. YouTube Big Boy proof. I look like a little kid on Christmas. I like my diecast a lot. All right. So we got that off. Diecast. Underside is all right. So this is like from '95 or something. I honestly don't know when exactly. Let me look on the box here and see. (1996). So, legitimately, like the second year that the Truck Series existed. Let me frame my fat body a little bit better. And, yeah, we will... Look at that. It's Leroy. There is the front end. That's freaking awesome. That is so cool. absolutely love this. This is the only diecast truck that I have, like NAS truck. I really want to get some newer ones, but this thing is so cool. Sent me a picture of the throwback. All right, I'll look at it in a moment. Get the back end there, and then we'll show off the underside here, which is fairly detailed. It's not the greatest. In all honesty, I might invoke some of my old school model days and take this apart and actually like spruce it up a little bit, because this is something, in all honesty, because it's not worth a whole lot of money. It's not really a collector's item because it's not labeled as anything. This is something that I might actually display, you know, open like this. So the wheels are separate. It's spinning that and it's not spinning. So and then the engine is not super detailed, but it's detailed. Yeah, this is probably something that I'd honestly take apart, and we got some peeling decals and stuff, just because this, I mean, this 95, God, this is, I can't math. 95 was how many years ago? Like 23, 25? But steel's heavier than feathers. I just turned 30, and I was born in '89. So 26, 25. Okay, so this is 25 years old. This is older than, you know, people who are graduating high school. This is older than my Subaru. This is older than my car. So yeah, and I know I'm getting my filthy mitts all over it, but I don't know. Something like this isn't fully a collector's item. This is something that's meant to be enjoyed. But yeah, I really like this. This is cool. Maybe I can get some new decals for it that replace the ones that are peeling. Jesse, you have 40, 50-year-old model trucks and tractors that your grandpa bought in the late 70s. That's cool. That's really cool. No, I have like somewhere around here I have some old school, like really old models that are like, I don't even know how old they are, but I have like old Hot Wheels and I have stuff like that. So I mean, it is cool. I love old school stuff. I got a couple old school cameras too. I don't know where they are though. They're video cameras, so I don't think I'd ever be able to find like film for them because they actually use like film. But yeah, stuff like that I find really neat. They make a diecast of the Bubba throwback. You're definitely getting it. Yeah, me too. In all honesty, I am currently just grabbing my phone because that was over there. A flood advisory? Huh? It's not raining. It stopped raining like 2 hours ago. Flooded. Oh my God, that is awesome! Holy shit, dude! Oh, wow! Okay, alright, for those of you who haven't seen it, dude, look at that! That is so badass. Oh, I want it. That's awesome. That's fucking cool. That's really neat. Look at that. So the one on the bottom is the original, and the one on the top is the throwback. That's freaking cool. Oh my God. I'm like all excited. Oh man, dude. Oh shit. That is freaking... That's cool. Alright, I gotta clean up my mess. I have so many friggin... I have like a shit ton of die cast over here. Alright, put that back. So does anybody have any questions, anything they wanted to see more on the cars, before I commit to putting these all away? I mean, I'm literally just gonna throw them up on the shelf over there, but any topics for discussion? Anything anybody wants to talk about at all? I think I'm gonna keep the camera like this for now, because we were gonna talk afterwards anyway. My favorite throwback I've seen so far. Ooh. Probably the one Steve Park did in like 2014, 2015. I don't think it was an official throwback, but it was when Steve Park drove for Tommy Baldwin Racing in like for a couple races, and he drove the car at Daytona for like the Pepsi 400 or the Coke 400 or whatever the hell it was, and he drove one that was a tribute to a modified driver, and I actually have a 1/64th scale of it. So if you give me a minute or two to put this back, I am gonna reconfigure it in here just for safekeeping until I can get the supplies to gussy it up, you know. Oh, of course, my dumbass put the friggin' the tools away. All right, well, I'm gonna get these threads started, and then I'll try, and then I'll get them out. Let me see if I can find a picture of it instead of digging through the 1/64th diecast I have. Give me a second. Let's see, Steve Park 35 car images. There it is. Can I do full view image? All right. That's the car that he drove. I have a 1/64th diecast of that car. That and a little like postcard thing that like a mini hero card that my good friend Mike sent me for my birthday once. Logano's throwback to Steve Park. I did like that. I just really wish it wasn't Logano, because I can't stand him. I can't stand Joey Logano for personal reasons. He's just a stuck-up douchebag. I really don't like him. But I did like the throwback he did. I would honestly consider getting the diecast if there is one, just because it's a throwback to Steve Park. And I'm obviously a Steve Park fan. But a crash replica of Jeffrey Bodine. I mean, I could probably make one. But one, let's see, let me catch up on chat real quick. Trout with Coat asks, what diecast am I looking to get? I think I'm after the holy grail of all diecast, which is, in all honesty, the Dale Earnhardt Sr. crash car from 1997. That thing is amazing, and I want an original. I don't want one of the ones that were repopped or whatever. I want an original one from, like, I believe they made it in 2000 or something. But yeah, that's like the holy grail for diecast collectors. But they're like $400 or $500 when they do come up on eBay, and when you look for them, they're usually the remanufactured ones, like the reprints or whatever. Yeah, I can't stand, but no, they do. Let me, give me a second to find one. and I'll tell you if it's the remanufactured one or not. I keep saying remanufactured. I don't know what else to say. Like reprinted doesn't sound right because it's a fucking diecast. So let me bring up eBay and 1997. Damn. Nope. I'm not even on the thing. 97 Dale Earnhardt crash car. Alright, so let's get this back up here. And then let's make this a little bit bigger. Alright, so we've got this is one of the originals right here. This is the one when he flipped and kept going. This is one of the originals. The body damage is phenomenal. They actually made the roof flaps bend up. There's a spoiler all bent back. It says it's a prototype. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's actually like a... Look at that. Okay. Well, either way, if it's a prototype or not, that's pretty cool. That's really neat. But yeah, as you can see, $600. This one... I think I just saw some lightning. Maybe there is a flood warning. I'm gonna look real quick. I just need to know if my stream's gonna get friggin' borked by the weather. Because every once in a while I've noticed that, oh yeah, we're about to get... Oh my god. Holy fuck! Oh yeah, I can see why there's a flood warning. Okay, so, the little blue... Oh, of course, that's in the friggin' YouTube big boy is a dummy. The little blue dot is me. And then we have what looks like some sort of, like, crazy animal coming to swallow me whole. But wait, there's more. I was not zoomed out as far as I thought I was. That's coming towards me right now. So yeah, YouTube big boy goes for a swim. I can see that happening. YouTube big boy versus giant storm. All right, so this one is this is an RCCA Elite. Let me look at this and see. 1 of 10,000. I think this is one of the remade ones. I like how they say raced version. If I could see the underside, I'd be able to tell if it was one of the repops. I think it is because the roof flap damage is different. But yeah, this is what I would want, and in all honesty, I'd even settle for one of the I'd even settle for one of the repopped ones, because I mean these are just they're awesome. I mean, yeah, I really... New old stock, open for photos only. Yeah, there's just a quick blurb about what it said. But yeah, the hood was ripped off the car. They put another one on. At least I think they did. But was the hood ripped off his car, or was it the other one? I honestly don't remember. But yeah, that's like the holy grail of diecast that I would like. YouTube big boy giving a shower. Contrary to popular belief, I do bathe. Not that that's something that I want people to think of, but I can't tell you how many people have commented on my videos saying like, "Oh, I bet he smells like week old cheese," or something like that, just because I'm fat and sweaty. People gotta troll. People gotta do something, but I try not to let it bother me, because there'll always be trolls. There'll always be idiots out there that, try to whatever. They're just jealous of my 2,037 subscribers. YouTube big boy turns Subaru into a boat. Can it be with the Outback? I don't want to turn my Forester into a boat. You're old and fat, but you shower a lot. There are times when I need to take like 2 or 3 showers a day, just because, like, especially when I'm working outside or something. I'll wake up, I'll take a shower because it's just fucking hot as shit, and then I'll be working on the car, and I'll come in, I'll be like, oh my god. So yeah, it's Forester will be a submarine. I don't want my car to be a submarine. I like my car being above the water, above the on land. But yeah, there's well, that's completely the wrong way. So we got my license plate wall. There's gonna be a Pennsylvania one down there soon, because as soon as I find it, I don't know where the friggin' hell it went. But that's from New Brunswick, British Columbia. My friend Homebrew Subaru sent me those. If you want to look on YouTube, he's got, if you like car mechanic stuff, he's doing an RB25, I think. Maybe it's an RB20. I don't really know. He's taking a JDM motor and putting it into a Nissan 180. I believe it's a 180. Maybe it's a 240. I don't know. I haven't watched in a while, but the dude's cool. So if you like stuff like that, plug for Homebrew Subaru. He also has a swapped Outback wagon. Not Outback wagon. Outback Sport, which is basically an Impreza wagon. And he's got that swapped to a WRX engine and transmission. Massachusetts, that's from when I lived in Massachusetts. Big surprise. 2013, the last year that my Forester was registered in Massachusetts. And then we got, that is a New Hampshire plate that my friend Troy gave me when I came to visit in like 2015, 2016, just for my collection. And then that is a missing Forza car that I need to complete the set. It's like $6 or $7, so when I have enough to justifiably get that, I will, because I don't like having that spot on the wall. And then I get the whole set for that one right there. That's the whole set. And then the one above it is a Fast and Furious set that I have the whole set for. And then there is one actually above that is a different Fast and Furious set that I have the whole set for. But yeah, you'll see all this on the tour, the studio tour. I still have a bit to clean, but yeah. Get a diecast of my car. Believe it or not, they don't have a diecast of my car, but there are resin models. I can't type and I can't type and talk at the same time. I'm very sorry. Of course I can't find one when it's when I'm looking for one. But let's put this into eBay and see what happens. Because yeah. All right, well, that was some lightning. Riveting YouTube, I know. Control V. I'm just gonna say toy. It's not really a toy, but there are very shocking lack of first gen Forester like models, diecast and stuff. There's really not a lot. There's very little in terms of stuff like that. And if you look up anything like that, it's just used parts. So there is a model out there somewhere. It's a resin model, and I've seen it. They don't have it in my color, though. They have it in all the colors of the first generation Forester, which my car technically is first generation, but it's first generation post facelift. So it's like first and a half generation. It's like first 0.5. YouTube Big Boy pulls a Ben Franklin and a lightning storm. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm not going to end the stream, but I'm going to go use the restroom because the grape drink is hitting me, and then I actually have some leftovers downstairs that I'm gonna, put into my body very quickly, and then I will be back. So it's probably gonna take, I don't know, I'll be back in less than 10 minutes, I'd say. And I'll probably end up just talking some more if y'all are still here, and maybe booting up. I haven't played it in forever. If you guys are willing to watch me play and stumble through everything, I just re-downloaded Command & Conquer General Zero Hour, and I really like that game. So if y'all want to watch, hang out, talk, then we can do that. So I'm going to go use the bathroom because I'm about to explode. I shall return. Alright, I'm back. I apologize for the delay. I straight up ran up the stairs, so my fat body's a bit out of breath. I apologize. But yeah, the storm's pretty yucky. It's not here yet, but it will be in like 5 minutes. It's in Shamokin, which is that way. Let's see. Oh, model kits, yes. I'd love to get back into those. I'd absolutely love to get back into those. Alright, I'm gonna... Let's see. How can I do this without doing too much? Yeah, that works, I think. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of my thing over here. Do this. Move that over there. And then I think, I know I said Command and Conquer, but I think I'm just gonna play some more Sims. Just because I was having a lot of fun and I'm actually energetic, I guess, today. I have more energy than I did last time. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna play some more Sims, and we'll try and get Bobbert Ross, his art degree. So the only thing better than purple drink is frozen purple drink. I didn't have the leftovers that I thought I did because apparently Doug ate them. He's usually good about leaving my food alone, but because we usually prepare our meals separately. But he decided to eat my stuff. So let's see if this is okay. That's not what I was after. But let's change this to this. Okay. All right, we are back in business. Trout. I'm just gonna play some more Sims, and we're gonna try and get Bobbert Rossert back to his his thing. Using a razor blade to open these because I don't have any scissors. I did not add in any mods. I saw what you said. It'll happen eventually. Just I have to look into how to do it and stuff. As usual, if the audio is off, just let me know. Cause yeah. Alright. Oh, the computer is blue screening. RIP. We'll reincarnate Dookie with yeah, with all that good stuff. I agree. Oh, he's painting a sexy lady. Is it Princess Diana? What the fuck? Oh yeah, Barack Obama walking through the door. Alright, I'm trying to remember what exactly I was doing. See if he can fix the computer. What is he doing? Is he literally just going at it with a screwdriver? Oh, he's got like a video card or something. Alright, he fixed it. Sweet. They just let the Jehovah's Witness in. Yeah. Do you have a moment to talk to about... Talk to... Blah, blah, blah? Oddly enough, the day I moved in here... The day I moved to this place, I had Jehovah's Witnesses come and ask if I wanted to talk about God. Yeah. They were like, they gave me a pamphlet or something about how they think there's too much, like, hate in the world. And how this and that, and, you know, they're trying to I guess they're trying to recruit people by saying, like, you know, equality and all that stuff. And I was like, I told them that, like, I'm all for, you know, gay rights and all for trans rights and all for all that stuff, and they suddenly became quiet, and they slowly moved on. They gave me the pamphlet and moved on. So, while, you know, I try not to get political on my channel, but, you know, I don't care if as long as you're not hurting somebody, I don't care what you do. I don't give a shit. So, you know, if somebody is gay or trans or bi, or I don't care. I really don't. So, these people obviously care. So, I don't know. I thought it was funny because I figured I'd bring that up and they'd want to bolt instead of me being like, oh no, I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about God. So they pretty much bolted. Is he home? Where is he? Oh, he's at work until 5. Oh, because he woke up. That's why it stopped fast forwarding. Gotcha. Jesse, the room over here is going to be an art gallery for Bobbert Rossert. Oh, they're talking. They're fighting. It's going to be a room, an art gallery. And then over here, I'm just going to build a big art gallery for him. So basically anything that he paints that isn't a duplicate, is going to go on the wall. As long as they're nice to you, you respect somebody's different views. I completely agree. If somebody has a different stance on something, then, you know, that my whole thing is agree to disagree, because, you know, if somebody is like, oh yeah, I'm this, or I believe in this, or I'm really believe in that, or whatever, and I don't, it's like, hey, as long as you don't force it on me, as long as you don't, like, you know, like people who are very religious, like, I'm not very religious, so if somebody's like, you know, Jesus, or whatever their God is, then I don't, that pisses me off. You know, people who, like, preach to me, then, you know, I have my own beliefs, you have your beliefs, end it. But, you know, like, I know people who are very, very religious, and they don't rub it in your face, so, you know, like, they go to church like 3 or 4 times a week, which I personally think is a bit excessive, but, you know, that's their prerogative, that's their beliefs. If they want to do that, then by all means, go right ahead. You know, you're not hurting me, you're not hurting anyone else. So, you know, why should I be the one who, you know, takes issue with it? Why should I go and be like, hey, you're doing something that I don't like, I'm gonna meddle with it? There's no point in that. That's why everybody bickers now. You know, that's why today's society sucks ass, because everybody has to, you know, insert themselves in other people's business, and they shouldn't be doing that. I agree, Trout. People like that don't deserve respect. And it's not just because they're transgender, it's because they use it as a crutch, or they use it as some sort of, you know, tool or excuse. Like, I have transgender friends, I have gay friends, I have bi friends. They're not different. It's just you know, their preferences that are different. And it's not something that I feel is important to, you know, it's just a way that people are. It's not like, oh, you don't ask somebody why they don't eat mayonnaise. It's like, are you addicted to mayonnaise? Are you fucking, you know, like did did you have a relationship with mayonnaise and mayonnaise dumped you? You know, there's no reason to bring that stuff up, or to like have it as like the main defining characteristic of somebody. I don't know. I don't think that it should be something that, you know, while like, all right, so, and I hate it, I'm getting political and I don't want to. The was it I think it was June, it was like Pride Month, and all the people on my Facebook were like, "Oh, when do we get a straight Pride Month parade or whatever?" And the thing is, the people don't understand why people have Pride Month. The people who don't understand it, it's because it's the same reason there's, you know, Black History Month. It's the same reason there's Women's Month or Women's Day or whatever. It's because that subsection of people, that, you know, group of people who are different in the eyes of normal, you know, people, have been oppressed. They've been, you know, discriminated against. They've been, they've had, you know, bad things happen to them. You know, slavery, you know, women's suffrage, and all the people, just the rampant homophobia in today's society. So stuff like that, while I don't think it's something that should necessarily be needed, because it's not something that people should have to flaunt just to be, you know, it's like, oh, look at me, I'm different. You know, you don't really need to do that, because everybody's different. In some way, shape, or form, everyone is different. That would be like me going, oh, fat pride. I'm not happy that I'm fat, you know, but then again, I know people who are gay and they're very, you know, happy with their lives, and that there's no problem with that. There's absolutely no problem with that. You love who you love, and that's that, you know. I don't have an issue with that. Holy lightning, Jesus. Oh yeah, there's tons of people out there who, you know, you'd either never know are gay or trans, or like, there was a person that I went to school with that I had legitimately no clue until they told me. And it was like, you know, there's I don't even know why they told me, but it's, you know, it's just something that they felt that needed to be, you know, I guess, out there. And I don't know. I didn't think any different of them. I didn't think any, I didn't go like, oh, they're gross or they're icky or, whatever, like a lot of people would. I just, yeah, the weather's getting pretty, the lightning is starting to come. It's not raining yet, but the weather is starting um, to come on in. But before this gets into a discussion about, all that shit, then we're gonna go ahead and just keep playing. Bobbert is supposed to apply body paint for a model or magazine shoot, but the model never showed. Thinking fast. I'm gonna cancel the. Put on the paint, Bobbert. Come home all blue and stuff. Yeah, no, not all gay peoples are assholes, and not all people who are part of an alternative lifestyle are the kind of people that you know are like stereotypes. That stereotypes are a thing, unfortunately, but not everybody who is a subsect or a part of a group is a stereotype. You know, it's unfortunate that even has to be said, but it is a thing. There's a Jehovah's Witness at the door. No? Alright. Well, as I said, for the rules, I cannot select him to do anything. So Bobbert Rossert is going to try and repair the toilet. Look at that. It's got a bidet. It's an unintentional bidet, but it's a bidet nonetheless. Oh, yeah. Oh, he didn't even finish it. What a pansy. Alright, Rossert, finish the painting. Get in the flask. Alright, that was quick. Alright, so I don't even know what to call this. It's not Princess Diana, but it kind of looked like her when she was, yeah, it's Giraffe. Hasn't started raining yet, but the lightning is very, very active, to say the least. He's, okay. What does he want? Well, then take a shower, you freaking idiot. If you want to paint, but you stink, take a shower and then paint. Stupid. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go paint something outside. Wow, that's a really long shower, bud. There's not even a roof on the house. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna do another one during the day, but I think that scene was cool. If I move the front door to the other side of the house, will they still find it? I do believe they will. Wow, look at that. It's actually kind of cool. Excuse me. Alright, so let's wait until it's daytime, and then we'll make another painting. As I dip into another freeze pop, because I can't control myself with these things. Is there no cars in this neighborhood? I was hoping to get a picture of a car. Wow, that is, okay. I have no idea what's going on, but that's... Oh, low resolution lady fishing. Look at that. That's what our picture is going to be. You need to find a mugging to take a picture of. Whoa, holy crap, lightning. That was a good one. Someday when I become popular, if I become popular. Oh, there's a fucking boat, paddle wheel boat. That's cool. Somebody is gonna dig back in the archive and get a gif of me sucking the friggin' crap out of that. Look at that. Low resolution lady fishing. Low res lady. YouTube big boy becomes big on YouTube. Hell yeah. Someday maybe. Can I move it? There we go. Oh, he's uncomfortable. Why is he uncomfortable? What in the fuck? The refrigerator's broken. Jesus, everything's breaking. Fix it, Bobbert. Yeah, no, that's the goal. That's why, you know, when I'm not feeling streaming certain games, then I won't, you know, I won't do it. I've been wanting to stream more, you know, more stuff that I like. So that, but unfortunately, you know, if I become fairly, you know, large on YouTube, then people are only going to watch what's popular because, you know, hive mind and... Oh, it's raining. Not heavy, but it's raining. A Jehovah's Witness. I think her hip just broke. What are you... Does she have a friggin' sleeve tat? She's got a sleeve tattoo. She's an old hag with a sleeve tattoo. That's great. Alright, continue fixing this. Why is she looking at the trash? Why is she taking out my trash? Why are you... You're not... Okay, you just broke your hip and now you're running. What the fuck? What is this? It's a dead plant that is stinky. Okay. Bitch is running a marathon. Why are you taking the trash... Alright. She popped the hip back in. Oh, man. And now she's just staring at the... Has she gone catatonic? Hello? Oh my god, I need... Oh, fuck. Oh, come on. Follow me over here. Come on, follow me over here. Fucking A. Crazy lady talks to herself in front of house. No, she's not related to the character in any way. What is she doing? Jogging trash lady. I don't get that. You only like me for my books, huh? Elderly. Alright. Last one, I swear. Frozen red drink. Save the best for last. Holy fuck. It's raining. A little bit. Yeah. Not as bad as last time, but it's friggin' choo-choo outside. Last one, I promise. I have more downstairs, but I'm not about to do that. Cut my lip. That's what I get. That's a good one, too. Shit. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, that was frozen purple drink. Here's some of the remnants. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding from my lip. Because, you know. These things are horrible. You want to know how I got these scars? Oh my god. Oh, look at that. Look at that. She's looking at the painting of herself. Got a vision from God that he's her brother? I don't know. Meth head did that to you. Whoa! Oh, look at that. Okay. Where is she? She's not here. Okay. Well, I guess we're junk in the trunk. Ooh, yummy. She's talking about how she doesn't like flies. And now she's talking about gestures. Subaru Wantanini. Yes. A what? Who? He's like, painting, 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 trees. She's like, dressers. Painting, painting, dressers. Court jesters. Cheeseburger. He doesn't like flies either. Alright. I wish I could understand what they're saying. Like, for real. Hippie lady hits on YouTube fat boy. Oh, man. I actually kind of like the camera here. Let me... Accrudes? Let me frame this a little bit better and see. Because it's not like up there anymore. I do kind of like this. Yeah, that's good. I need to do this as well because Seth never got his thing. Seth never got his thingies. Oh! That was awesome. That little jar thing is freaking cool. I like that. The bitch just left the plate? Inconsiderate. Inconsiderate. Put the razor blade back so I don't hurt myself. Seems boy, big girl. Look at that. You think I'm peeping or something? Oh, what? Oh. Did she literally just walk up to my street? Oh yeah, smell that hot dog. You smell it again? She's just holding a plate. And now she's thinking of some supermodel lady. Oh my god, what is wrong with you? Fuck. I'm like... She knows I'm watching. Shit. What the fuck? Where are you going? Just taking her hot dog for a walk. Oh my god, there's a... Oh, that's the girl that she was talking about or thinking about. Here's a hot dog for all the other hot... Crabs! Frogs! A much better alternative. Explosions! Frog explosions. Oh, this is great. Sun. The sun is a giant explosion. Music. Alright, her voice is great. She's got a deep voice. Trash! Burgle Zero, yes. I'm captivated. While Kyle Busch looks at friggin' probably porn on the computer back there. This is great. Tomorrow you're gonna walk around all day carrying a plate of food for the grocery. Oh shit, she's on the move. Where's she going? What is she doing? What? What? Huh? Oh, what are they doing? They're up to no good. She's thinking about trains. She's on her phone. She can take a selfie. What about the hot dogs? There's 7 hot dogs. Did she make them? Who's that? What about the hot dogs? She's gonna leave them there for like the wolves or some shit? She pulled trash out of her pocket. Ugh. More trains. I guess she really like... Is that Thomas? I guess she really likes trains. Whoa, 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 where'd she go? Fuck. Oh. God damn, because they both went to sleep, it fast forwarded. God, fuck. Oh, I guess the sink is a bidet now. Plate of food challenge. It'll be internet famous. Oh, man. She knows killer. Building exploding crab frogs to destroy the sun. Yeah. She teleported. She's something or other. What is he dreaming about? Oh, dreaming about running water in the next room. Could you imagine? Well, he's uncomfortable because he's hungry. Just go fix it. Because we all know that's how you fix a sink. With a pipe wrench. Just wiggling it around over the sink. That would be like me. Oh no, my computer's broken.
Zarb's canoe. Merz to Pusha. Shusha. Kosha Shanoi. Tivata Nu. Belarus. Yabakoi.
The sound of running water made him need to pee. Yeah. That's entirely possible. Where is my... I legit just tossed it over here. I can't find... What? Where? When? Why? How? Who? What? How? Alright, so, hello? Quick fly. What in the friggin' flying frickin' frackin'... There it is. Okay, so, I've got this, which is a... Hello? Quick fly. No? There we go. So I can turn the LEDs in my thing on and off. I can change the color because I can be angry. And then I can just turn it white. But the thing is, these, of course, it's washed out so you can't really see. But there's a couple LEDs there that are wonky, so they don't work on white. So, let me... No? That's... There we go. I think that's what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I wanted. They slowly change color. Maybe that's what I'll do. Vodka nude? What? Oh, he's doing push-ups. And he's just standing there staring at the wall. Oh, yeah, the wall is not just the wall. The wall is his art. Remember his art, guys? His first ever painting? Look at that. Was that his first painting? Yeah. And then the second one was that one. He needs more money. Alright, we might cheat. I think it's Control-Shift-C. No? Yes? No? Oh no, that's Giazzo. I didn't want to do that. I took a picture of friggin'... I need to turn the hotkeys for that off. Okay, I'm just gonna look this up. Yeah, it's Control-Shift-C, but I have a... Alright, give me a moment. Yeah, I can't not undo that. Alright, well, we're foiled for now. Unless There we go. Okay. Now we can do it. We're good. Hey, hey! We have money all of a sudden. Alright, so, what do you say we give these guys a nice house, huh? No? Yes? Can I? Haha, we have more money. Alright, I am going to take control of Kyle Busch just for a moment, just to get him to move. Okay. Now, we're going to... That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. We're going to build a wall. And we're going to make the Sim Kids pay for it. We're going to build a wall just for the paintings. Can I? No? I can't move it? Oh! I see how. I know I can probably just put these in the inventory, but I don't want to risk losing them. Because reasons. Good old Bunny. Oh, that was his first one. Mrs. Piggy's Melons, or whatever it was. Alright. So, give them a mansion, but there's no doors or windows, so they can't leave. The art is important and does need to be saved, so here's what we're gonna do. Oh no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. Sorry. No bulldoze. We're gonna do this. Alright, starting over. Save the wallpaper. We'll be able to put the wallpaper back. Don't worry. You know what they say about people in glass houses, right? Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Oh, it's not going to matter anyway. Alright. So, I want this to be symmetrical, somewhat. Oh. Look at that. I can put another one. Sweet. Put the front door on the back so they have to walk through the garden past all the windows. You'll see what this is. You'll see. Oh my god, I need a bigger mouse pad. Galleria de Blue Dog, yes. Alright, so I need to figure out what I'm doing with the inside here. Not sure I like those. Blue Dog Art Museum, yep. How do I feel about GED versus diploma? At the moment, it really doesn't matter. At least I don't think it does. I mean, I got my diploma, so it's, you know, that's what, I can't do that because it's locked. But like, you know, I know people who got their GED or haven't even, haven't graduated, high school, and they feel, you know, left out or whatever. So, I mean, it's probably a good decision to actually, you know, at least get your GED instead of just straight up dropping out. But you know, if you can stick with school, then get your diploma. But you know, there's no shame in not getting it, just as long as you do something to better yourself and, you know, get one eventually. Or get, like, you know, an equivalent. It used to be that some places wouldn't even hire you if you didn't have a diploma. But that seems to have changed, and I don't mind. I think that's, you know, it's probably for the better, in all honesty. It's gonna be well lit in my art gallery, goddammit. I just thought of something. How the fuck they getting in? Okay. I can't put... That's not a room wall. What? Okay. Must be placed on a room wall. That is a room wall, you idiot. So I can put it there. I'm confused. Nowadays you can learn online as you can in school. If you want to, maybe not on YouTube, but you really want to study. Yeah. Well, here's what I'm thinking is that downstairs is going to be the art studio, and then up, or like the gallery, and then upstairs is going to be their house and studio. Alright, so let me... So, like, this will work, but it doesn't look right. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Fucking hell. Okay, well. Looks like I need to put new stairs up. See, that just doesn't look right to me. Can I... Alright, let's get rid of this. And then... Can I not get rid of the... I guess this is stuck forever. Alright, well, let's work with it, because I don't feel like fucking with it. So that's their entryway. Why does it keep going up like that? I don't want it to do that. And then we'll just get that. Can I please get rid of this? Just please. Looks horrible, but whatever. Epiphonium, this game is out for computer. I'm actually playing it on computer. This is Sims 4. It's been out for like, God, 3-4 years. It's been out for a while. It is raining like crazy. Well, I can see what they meant about flood watch. Holy shit. Flood warning. Yeah, it's pretty rain. Let me put the windows back in there. Oh shit. Alright. And then we'll go back up a level. And then we need a doorway. Look at this one. Use that. Cool. Oh, that felt great. Alright, so which side of the house has the more scenic view, you think? Over here? Yeah, I'd say that. So this corner is going to be the art studio, like the actual studio where he does the art. So we're going to get that's going to be the art studio. That's the studio right there. Well, if my basement isn't flooding, then I don't know what is. Good thing there's not a whole lot down there right now. Shit. The water is literally coming up over the sidewalk. Now, granted, I live like kind of on a, like the hill comes down and then there's the sidewalk. So it's kind of uneven, but, you know, so gravity's working against me. But, yeah. It's pretty wet outside. All right. Now I'm gonna dissect the room or this place in two. One side is going to be one guy's room, and the other is going to be the other's. Alright. Then this will be like the living room area right here. And then we'll have the kitchen/bathroom. Alright. So let's start doing this. Alright. Beds. Why does he need a bed like this if his room is that skinny? This is the base game. I really want to get some add-ons, but they're stupid expensive. I can get them cheaper on like G2A, but I don't really like G2A. But yeah, I really, really want to get some of the add-ons, but they're really expensive. I would need like $50 just to get some like good add-ons, and I bought the game for, actually I got the game for free. So yeah, it's a bit ridiculous how much all the packs and stuff cost for this game. Oh fuck. Okay, I guess you can't put TVs on nightstands. Alright, so... You're surprised I'm still on, Seth? Yeah, me too, to be honest. I thought I'd be tired long ago, but I'm still here. Do I not get... Oh. Okay, well... Rob. I can feel the love, guys. Multiple easels. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. No, we don't want that kind of door. We want this kind of door. Woo! Excuse me. And the rain has slowed. Here we go. Let's say that's good. I am making a Barbie dream house for Bobbert Rossert. I decided to cheat and just use a bunch of money. We've already spent like $60,000. So, yeah. And that's just on the house. We don't even have a bathroom or a kitchen yet. But this is his studio with a bunch of easels so he can do multiple paintings at once. This is Kyle Busch's room. I'll probably add a few more things, but excuse me. This is Bobbert Rossert's room. He's got all the things he needs for entertainment. This is the living room. And then this is gonna be the kitchen, dining room, bathroom area. And then this is a built-in art gallery for all of Bobbert Rossert's art that he doesn't sell. And there's technically 4 walls to put them all on. And there's a way in right here. And it's all enclosed in a nice, or it will be. And then I'm thinking about putting cool shit out here too. I may have to put the code in again to get more money. But that's, yeah. I think we'll also give Bobbert his own private easel inside his room so that he can, whenever, you know, if he wakes up in the middle of the night and doesn't feel like going, you know, let's say he's like a nude sleeper and he doesn't feel like going to the studio because the studio has, you know, bay windows like that, and he wants to paint, you know, and not be viewed, he can go ahead and do that. Topiaries? I can make topiaries. I still have to put windows in upstairs. But that'll happen eventually. Let's give him a badass guitar. We'll have some fitness area. Just in case he wants to get ripped. Next to the hidden easel, there needs to be a mirror. Like that. I can't make it angled, unfortunately. Because apparently it thinks it's intersecting with a wall. Da Vinci did selfies? I know that Joseph DeCrow did. Mona Lisa's reported to be self-portrait of Da Vinci as a woman. All right. Well, hey. I did not know that. The more you learn, right? Bathroom doesn't need to be huge, right? It's plenty big enough for a bathroom. Itchy leg. There we go. So you can go poop or you can go build your muscles. I'm gonna have an open entryway to this. Apparently I can't. Whatever. Alright, now for the kitchen. You bet they didn't have a word for that back then? Yeah, probably not. Whoa. Yeah, that's not getting made. Hey, Epiphonium, thank you for hanging out. I had fun as well. I am starting to get a little tired, but I'm probably gonna keep going for a little bit longer. And then head off. But thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it a whole bunch. And I'll catch you next time. I don't think I'm gonna stream tomorrow. And I am not gonna stream on Thursday. But I'll be back Saturday, most likely. No, I'll be back Friday. I just don't know what I'm doing. So, I'll be back, though. Build the Barbie dream house. That's what we're doing. Shit, I need an oven. Fuck. I need the oven, too. So we're going to put the oven there. Insufficient funds. Holy fuck, that's a really expensive oven. Alright, so we gotta... we need more money. Alright. We have plenty of money now. Hello, TWPMGWWGWGMPP. Hello. Alright, I think we're done. At least for now. Oh yeah, I need to do that. Okay, we're not done. We'll be done momentarily. Go check out your new house, guys. Yeah. Of course, the first thing he does is take a dump. Alright. Yeah, scramble vision. Alright. Sweet. Yep. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then, in all honesty, I think I'm going to get off here. Then we'll resume probably on Friday. After... Yeah. So, to all who have been here, thanks for watching, and I'll be back. I will, just not now. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks a bunch for hanging out.